Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 4 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 4 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter fraction, equivalence, and ordering. The lessons we're going to cover today are fractions with denominators of 100, 10, 100, and 1000, patterns of equivalent fractions, right fractions in lowest terms, compare fractions with like numerators or denominators using models. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I'm on math. Chapter we're on right now is fractions, equivalence, and ordering. Let's just start with the lesson that is fractions with denominators of 10, 100, and 1000. Write the equivalent fraction with the denominator of 100. 8 over 10. You have to make the denominator because the denominator is equal to 100. Now you need to write down the numerator. 10 times what number is 100? 10 times, there we have 10 times 10 is 100. And then you have to multiply the numerator with 10 as well. 8 times 10 is 80, that is 80 over 100. Let's just start with the test questions. Write the equivalent fraction with the denominator of 100. 2 over 10 equals the missing number divided by 100. 10 times 10 is 100. And 2 times 10 is 20. That is 20 over 100. So the missing number is 20. Option number 2 is the correct option. Write the equivalent fraction of denominator of 100. That is 3 over 10 equals the missing number over 100. 10 times 10 is 100. So 3 times 10 is 30. So the missing number is 30. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 30. Option number 2 is the correct option. Write the equivalent fraction with the denominator of 100. 4 over 10 equals the missing number divided by 100. 10 times 10 is 100 and 4 times 10 goes 40. So that is 40 over 100. Very good. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 40. Write the equivalent fraction with the denominator of 100. 5 over 10 equals the missing number divided by 100. So which is the correct option? Which number is missing? That is 50 over 100. Option number 1 is the correct option. The missing number is 100. Write the equivalent fraction with the denominator of 100. So which is the correct option? Eight over 10 equals, that is 80 over 100. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write the equivalent fraction with the denominator of 100. That is 60 over 100. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 10 over 100. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is patterns of equivalent fractions. Let's just start with the lesson. Type the missing number to complete the equivalent fractions. 1 by 9, 2 by 18, 3 by 27, and 4 over. You have to, like 1 times 4 is 4, so you have to do 9 times 4, that is 36. So that equals 4 over 36. Let's just start with the test questions. Type the missing number to complete the equivalent fraction. So we have 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 12, 4 by 16, 5 by 20. So that means you have the pattern is growing by 1 times 5 is 5. So the next one we need to multiply by 6. 1 times 6 is 6 and 4 times 6 is 24. The correct option is 6 over 24. Option number 2 is the correct option. Type the missing number to complete the equivalent fraction. Five times 1 is 5 and 5 times 7 is 35. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 5 times 1 is 5 and 5 times 7 is 37. 5 times 7 is 35. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 35. Type the missing number to complete the equivalent fraction. So which number is missing? Very good. That is 15. Option number 1 is the correct option. Type the missing number to complete the equivalent fraction. That is 3 over 30. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write the missing number to complete the equivalent fraction. So which number is missing? Option number two is the correct option. 36 it is. Type the missing number to complete the equivalent fraction. That is 3 by 6. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is write fractions in lowest terms. Write 6 by 12 in the lowest term. So you have to find the largest number that can divide both numerator and denominator, right? So for 6 over 12, 6 is the largest number that can divide both numerator and denominator. 6 times 1 is 6 and 6 times 2 is 12. 1 by 2 is now the lowest term. Let's just start with the test questions. So basically, when you have to write down the fraction in the lowest term form, what you have to do, you need to find a greatest number that can divide both numerator and denominator, right? So 6 over 12. Look for the greatest number that can divide both numerator and denominator. So which number is it? Divided by the 6. So that is 6, 1. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 6, 12 divided by 6 is 2. That is 1 by 2. That is 1 over 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. 1 by 2 it is. Write 5 by 7 in lowest term. Five by 7 is already in the lowest form, so that is 5 by 7 because both of the numbers are the prime numbers, so they do not have any other factor than 1. So that is already in the lowest form. Write 4 by 6 in lowest term, so which is the correct option? That is 2 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 2 by 3. Right? 8 by 12 in lowest term. The correct option is 2 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Right? 6 by 9 in lowest term. So which is the correct option? That is 2 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Write 2 by 6 in the lowest term. So which is the correct option? That is 1 over 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is compare fractions with like numerator and denominators using models. Which fraction is less, 3/6 or 5/6? So 3 by 6 has the lowest, smaller portion color. So 3 by 6 is the less fraction. Let's just start with the test questions. Which fraction is greater, 4/8 or 2/8? That is 4 by 8 because 4 by 8 has more portion colored, so that is 4 by 8. Which fraction is less, 3/4 or 2/4? That is 2 by 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which fraction is less, 2 by 3, 1 by 3? That is 1 over 3 is the fraction that is less than 2 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which fraction is greater, 1 by 8, 5 by 8? Five by 8 is greater. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which fraction is less, 1 by 4, 3 by 4? That is 1 by 4 is less than 3 by 4. Which fraction is greater, 4 by 8, 7 over 8? Seven over eight is greater than 4 over 8. Which fraction is less, 2/4 or 1/4? That is, 1 over 4 is less than 2 over 4. Which fraction is greater, 3/6 or 1/6? 3 by 6 is greater than 1 over 6, so that is 3 over 6. Which fraction is greater, 4 by 6, 2 by 6? 4 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6 because 4 by 6 has more portion colored than 2 by 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 4 math. Chapter we were working on is fraction equivalence and ordering. The lessons we have covered today are fractions with denominators of 10, 100, and 1000, patterns of equivalent fractions, right fractions in lowest terms, and compare fractions with like numerators or denominators using models. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. I'm leaving early because it's Ramzan and it's a whole time here in my country. So that's why I'm leaving early. If you have any questions, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.